And I have a lot of ideas. So like being asked those questions, a million ideas are going off in my head, which not saying Sam doesn't have ideas, but we're very realist about what the roles are. Because that someone pointed out to us, one of the actors in the Vendettas, the gangster movie is like, I can't tell who's in charge here, what's going on. We're like, all right, let's regroup, let's figure out. Because I mean, it was our first movie ever working together.
Right. I thought when I came, I thought Sam was going to be more, hey, we got to do this, got to do that. But you were that. I mean, Sam was the actor there.
And we'll see more of Sam.
Yeah. No, I know. There's other things that he.
Well, yeah, because he was an actor first, I would say here, because
especially on set
producing. Right. We haven't really done that yet, where Sam can fully be like, I don't need to get dressed up for this. I need to monitor. That's what we're excited to do.
No sword fighting or anything.
You can't ever say sword fight again.
Of like, if I'm working with you, Sam's has the script and he's, okay, let me look. What does Scott have in his hand? Okay, that doesn't look right. Because I'll miss a lot of that.
Right.
That's why.
Well, it's hard to focus on the camera,
so when
the dialogue,
when you edit, do you guys sit down together and edit, or do you?
Yeah, that would be grueling to sit next to you. It's like an at least 20, 30 hour process.
Yeah, no, right. Easily that, if not more.
But you send him updated edits and say, what do you think?
Sometimes I don't like to because I want Sam to see. So the problem I have with making movies is that I can never see my own movies for the first time. I can.
Because he edits it.
I know,
I see
is that cut right? I know all the tiny mistakes we couldn't fix. I know all the problems. I know all the tricks. I know when the suspense is coming. I know when we're supposed to feel happy, when we're supposed to feel sad.
Because you've seen it thousands of times already.
And I hate that if I'm sending Sam every update, he does not get to see the final. Now, I will show Sam bits and pieces and have him. This time I had you look and give me input on what Sam is. Someone that has a ton of trust, which is huge. I think we both trust each other a lot.
Right. Oh, for sure.
And Sam trusts me to edit it, which I appreciate so much. To be like, I know you're going to do a good job. If you need me, I'm here. He's always ready to go. Of like, hey, if you need me to look at this, I can. But I'm like, I don't want to deprive you of seeing our movie.
That kept coming. I was like, do you need anything? Do you need me to watch it?
I'm like, I just really want you to watch it. I just don't want you to
watch it.
Yeah, and you guys just kept teasing us, the rest of you. Like, send us a text in the group every once in a while, like, oh, man, this is going to be good. And we're like, oh, man. And then you guys, I can't ask an hour before to see it.
Oh, yeah. I was literally I was at basketball when you asked that.
I know. Because Sam actually answered me.
And if Sam would have had to unlist video technically for you to see it early, which we totally
I
would have
did
done.
not want. I loved it.
There was 30 people at once watching it live when it first came. The first 10 minutes.
Fun.
I clicked it right up on top of the TV for me and my wife to sit there and watch.
30, if you look at, you're like, 30's nothing, but
30 in a room's big.
30
you get 30. And that's just there. I mean, now it's at almost 2,000 people.
No, that's just 30 that we're watching. Like me and my wife were watching.
Yeah,
there's two of us watching.
Watch parties going on.
At my family or at my house there was 11 people watching
at once, and we had at my house we had 5, and then my girlfriend had 4
people. I don't even know
why
I didn't think about it. What was I doing that night or that? People started texting me. I mean, I started seeing it on like Facebook. You should have had a watch party. I'm like, damn, why didn't I? I mean, I didn't think about it. And then you said something that day. Yeah, there's going to be a bunch of, or there was some people waiting in the morning to see you live on that thing too, right?
Oh yeah, my family had gotten together.
Yeah, everyone was trying to watch live.
Yeah.
It was fun. It's just creating. It's not only for business does it create a buzz, but it's creating like the community around. Like,
right.
A Suka movie's coming out. Let's get together and watch it.
Yeah, and I think that's what Summer was most interested in because she started right out with the business and stuff. That you guys are actually going to different businesses and getting them involved and stuff. And I know that was a big part of this film for you guys too.
Yeah.
Just and I know you had a couple issues with a couple people that were like, "No, we don't want you here," and you're like, all right, well, you're missing out,
It's that be nice thing.
Yeah, it's that be nice.
And all these G&M and the golf course were nice. Yeah. And now they get a movie that will live on forever, and they're in it.
And it could be,
we're praising them because they do deserve it.
And they were awesome to work with. It was fun to be there.
And I'm going to get Bert's one of these weekends when I don't know where to go. I'm going to call him and go pick it up. Yeah.
If you're at this point in the podcast, you have to go to Bert's. It's literally a contract that we've signed.
And I used to go there when they were open. We used to like to go there, but I didn't realize every time we drive by there's nothing going on. So we're like, we didn't know there was till you guys said
they
it.
close at like 11.
Yeah.
They're real early in the morning.
Right.
And we won't go too into it live because I know they want to keep some of it like hey, this is what's going on with our family or whatever. We don't want to broadcast
No, I get that. But I didn't know until you said that they were still serving food, and I'm like, all right, I gotta go back.
And the food is great.
Yeah, food's great.
Good.
It was that's another thing. If you're a young filmmaker, be thinking like these are really good things for like, I'll just call it like it business and the just community maybe. For the community, it's great.
Right.
Do these businesses. Everyone's nice. Be on TV, get to talk to people and share like the love with it all. But business-wise, if you include small businesses, you are including things other than yourself, which generates more people to watch.
The amount of people at those businesses, that's so many people.
And saying like, I know Burt's. I would love something I would, if I were to see a filmmaker making a movie, I would be like, I haven't been in Burt's in so long. I would love to see what it looks like in there. And then you get to see it, and you're like, that's giving me the feeling of being in Burt's.
Right.
So, like, for a community, it's like, that's a way for you to see these places and live them and kind of be like, that's our, like, obviously we're still small and growing and learning, but as, like, we continue to grow, remembering those principles of, like, be nice to everyone, remembering to include the local things, because it goes, like, instead of, like being in,
and you're representing the community, I mean, for here. I mean, this community that you're involved with, because every one of them businesses you were involved with it some way. You know, we know where the store came in and where the farm and the blueberries that I bought from your grandpa on the way out that night. I don't know what that little square thing is.
A quart.
I bought a quart. Yeah, I'm sure you know. I bought a quart from, and that was after dark when I got home. Right?
Yeah.
That night, I think that was the night it was after dark. I got home and I took them into my wife and I set them on the counter and she ate a couple here and there. I got up the next morning and she gets up before me to go to work and stuff. I got up the next morning and I had some cornflakes. Like, you know what? Them blueberries would be perfect on my cornflakes this morning. I go look, I can't find them anywhere. I call her at work and I go, where are the blueberries? She goes, oh, there was like a handful left this morning and I grabbed them on the way out. She ate every one of them. I think I might have had like a couple when I first got home just to try them. She ate the whole.
There's your advertisement right there.
Right
Cut
there,
that clip up and send
there
it.
it is.
I don't know if that'll exist next year, but maybe.
Oh, really?
I don't know.
I mean, we won't jump into it.
No, let's not. Hey,
Sam, tell us about the business live.
Jeez. Everybody's going, what is he talking about?
Panic.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it was great to do. Like, as a young filmmaker or whatever age, that's what I was going to say is like, in 15 years, instead of building up my ideal location, like instead of building up, because like once you get huge, directors and producers will be like, I want this coffee shop to look exactly like how I pictured it, build it how I want it.
Yeah.
Instead of doing that, being like, let's go to a Burt's, let's go to a place like the Blueberry
And
Farm.
it makes it feel so much more real.
Yeah.
Like, it's not lived in those like created coffee shops.
Yeah, it's really hard to get. Christopher Nolan talked about this. He's a director. He did like the Dark Knight movies, Inception, and Oppenheimer, the big movie that just came out. He did that.
Oh, have you guys seen it?
Yeah, it's awesome.
It's really good.
Really, I haven't seen that one.
But when he made
Barbie, but I haven't.
when he did his first film, he talked about like we just used my friends' apartments for these scenes because he's like it was really hard to make something feel lived in. Like, that's really hard to make. It's like make a house a home. It's really hard to do that. And you don't get that unless you have time and just all different types of personalities.
And it's hard to make things not look placed.
Yeah.
Like, throw a shirt there. Oh, that's so clearly placed. Like, who really has that there?
Exactly. And with those places, you don't need to do that because they're lived
it's there.
in. And it's like most of these places are, especially now, like I was talking to the owner of G&M Variety, and she was telling me how there's almost every single place is like low staff. Everything's like slowly dying out. And just a little bit of like, let's rejuvenate some of these places. Not saying like, if we make a movie with you, we're going to make you millions of dollars. But of like, even on the smallest scale of like, we can give Burt's 5 more customers. Or we can do, and then as we grow, like how can we give these places that are now helping our journey, we're helping them. It's like everyone gets a piece of the pie.
Basically just support small businesses.
When you're with the Suka Bros, you're getting a piece of the pie.
Yeah, getting a piece of the pie.
Blueberry pie.
Small, blueberry. Maybe not next year, though.
That's undisclosed. Sam was joking.
Cut.
I don't know if that's real or not. Don't take that seriously, please.
Your dad's going to hear this.
Yeah.
What is he talking about?
He will definitely say something.
6 minutes in. Whatever.
56 minutes in. There's only like 5 people here. But that was our ABC News interview.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was cool, guys. I really appreciate you guys.
No, we appreciate you.
Once you guys found out, you're like, hey, the other, Eleanor and Race Is it? I also
race.
Chase.
Yep.
I don't know. I mean, I guess chase and race is the same thing, but one's in front, one's in back, right? If you're race,
That's hilarious.
Wow,
that's
chase.
funny.
race and chase. Yeah, I don't know what you call it.
That's good.
They couldn't be there because they're college kids, and I had fun working with them too. Man, I knew Eleanor's mom, so once I figured out,
but you didn't know that until
I know.
after,
Once I
right?
figured out who she was, I'm like, oh yeah, we had.
Yeah, Grace is awesome.
Yeah, she's fun. So, but you guys, other dudes can't make it, so can you come down? I'm like, yeah, I'm not doing anything. Well, then wasn't that the day? Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, you
that
had
was
CPR.
the day. Yeah, that was the day that I started my job, and I went. What day was that on? Because I think
Wednesday.
Oh yeah, because I started. I found
Wednesday,
out
August 30th, 2023.
Right. I found out Friday that I had a new job, and I started like orientation on Monday. So when you guys, I was like, I kept telling my wife, nah, you know what? And they were real cool at work because I told them I was showing them the trailer and stuff like that, and they're like, oh no, you got to do that. You got to do that. I mean, I probably could have made it back a little bit quicker than I did, but we were having so much fun together we didn't.
Yeah.
But I still made it for CPR, so if you guys fall out, boom, I got you. 32.
Yeah,
So,
well, it wasn't
yeah.
even like, Scott, you're the last one on the list.
No,
It wasn't
I
even
know
at
that. No,
all.
I understand
Yeah.
that 100%.
It was like we were looking at...
You would have invited everybody if everybody was available,
Yeah.
I think. I mean,
Yeah,
I just
it
know
would
that
have
you
been.
just said that, you know.
It was like
Yeah.
my dad couldn't because he was
Right.
working. Eleanor was gone. Race was gone. We're
Right.
like, Sam and I were for sure going. We wanted to have everyone if we
Right.
could.
I know. Right,
And
right.
we're like, that was just like, hey, Scott, we've asked everyone else. Can you make this happen?
Yeah.
And
You're kind
we
of-
knew if you came, it would be a lot less stressful.
Yeah,
that
like I was saying,
morning.
the Scott effect. If you bring Scott, everything else is relaxed.
He's like a solvent. If you put it into water, it makes a little salt.
It's just like absorb all the negative and it shoots out positive. Opportunities and positive just
I've
comes
seen
out of
so much
Scott.
negativity in my life, I can't see no more. I can't see people.
that's why you're so
That's
positive.
beautiful. And
Yeah,
that's
that's
why
gorgeous.
I think
can't.
one of my dreams is to
Because I was a
have,
prison guard for a little while.
if you haven't seen that
a
episode.
little while.
30 years, almost 30, 29 and something.
Yeah, but basically, it was awesome to have you. I'm looking forward to more creations that we do together. I think we can.
Yeah.
I think if we can, throughout the journey of filmmaking, and if you still have time for it, I want you to have a role.
I'll always have time for you guys.
Thank you. That means a lot.
I'll retire again for you.
Hey, one day maybe we can get you
We'll make
little,
you
get a
retire.
nice little paycheck going for
I'm
a
hoping
movie.
so. Yeah,
That'd
I can't
be
win the.
sweet.
Oh, actually, I got a lottery ticket. I gotta
Thank you guys for watching.
So you guys are C, B, or C. I have A, which was my retirement plan. It doesn't work out. I'm still broke. B is win the lottery, and C is just kind of kiss you guys' butts until you get me a good part.
And that's
all.
how we want to shut it down. We just got to, you're going to kiss our butts.
Thank you guys for watching the Suka Podcast. We are here Saturday at 7 a.m. The Suka Podcast. Thank you, Scott, for coming out.
Yeah, thanks again, guys. I appreciate it. And anytime you need something,
We always
We'll
love
let you
having
know.
Give me
on.
a
Plan
call.
C, baby.
Right,
Plan C.
Have a
Plan
good
C.
rest of your Saturday.
All right.
Goodbye.